information we're just getting from Mombasa in Bamburi, where there's a criminal gang there called Wakali Kwanza. They're attacking people indiscriminately around Bamburi area. There's still very scant information coming from a coast region, but I want to bring in our correspondent there. Francis Ptalaki is joining me on phone to give us an update. Francis, good evening. What more do we know?
Well, Trevor, so far quite some scary moment in terms of the security situation here down in Mombasa. The reports that we are getting down here from Bamburi area, where I am in one of the areas here, is that at least 8 people, those are some of the unconfirmed reports, have been injured. 3 of them in critical conditions. That is according to one of the residents who has been able to get to one of the hospital, which is just next to Bamburi Masters. The hospital is known as Yeshua. And from the hospital, they're told that 8 people have already been injured and are admitted there, but 3 of them are in critical conditions. And from the reports we're getting from the hospital, they're saying that the 3 are to be transferred to Coast General Hospital. But with regard to the incident, some few minutes ago, we understand that the Wakali Kwanza gang, and we are told that is a group of around between 30 to 50 who from the Bamburi Junction area started attacking residents who are going home, and there was a bit of huge traffic that was around that area. They moved all the way to Bamburi and Naivas, as well as to Bamburi Mwisho areas. And from the reports also we're getting from the police saying that they are trying to cool down the situation, but currently those are some of the reports that we are getting from Bamburi here, where I'm around that area. But what we can be able to say that the police have been able to arrive here in time and also trying to cool down the situation. But for the last 30 minutes, it has been a very tense moment here in Bamburi area.
Mtalaki, how's the situation right now? We are being told that there's a lot of gunshots in that area. Can you hear some of them? Do we know whether there's police deployment there as we speak?
Yes, the police have been deployed in each and every part of Bamburi area, and one can be able to see the presence of police around here. But with regard to the gunshots, yes, we can confirm that there were gunshots, but possibly it was for the police to try and cool down the situation. That is some of the reports that we're getting from the residents who were there and within some of the areas that I am here. And also, what we can be able to say is that the residents of Topanga area were told that is a bit of a scare, because those are some of the areas that the police are suspecting that these criminal gangs who are moving around and going to different business entities, the shopkeepers, demanding for cash. And also, if one fails to maybe agree to their terms, if it's a mobile phone, that's why they were attacking many of them. But maybe some of the reports that we'll be receiving from the police side is that they're trying to cool down the situation. But currently, there seems to be the tension have reduced in regard to when you try to compare with what was happening in the last 30 minutes. Trevor.
Mtalaki, quick question, and there are 2 of them. Is this another splinter criminal gang? Because we know there's Wakali Wao and there's Wakali Kwanza. And what were they armed with during this attack?
According to the reports, and I've been able to speak to Kisauni, DCC, Bonasipcho Baruto, he says that most of them were armed with machetes, but he cannot confirm how many were they, but they were armed. That is what most of the residents are saying, and also the police have been able to confirm this incident. And so currently what is happening is that we are seeing that the presence of police are here around, and also residents trying to maintain that situation in terms of security. I've been able to see many of the residents here making calls and telling the residents that they need to stay into their houses and make sure that everything is in control, because any movement that anyone is making could be one of the risks. In terms of Wakali Kwanza and the Wakali Kwanza, there seems to be a change of tactic on how the operations and how they attack residents, given that this incident happened just some few minutes ago. That tells you that the police were not aware, and there was a huge traffic in around the Bamburi area, and this being one of the fastest growing areas in terms of the estates and many residents living in this area, then it was also a challenge. But also we can confirm that some 10 or 15 minutes ago, there was a reinforcement from areas of the Mombasa Island, and so that tells you how serious the police are trying to make sure that the whole situation can be contained in terms of security. But so far, what we can be able to say that yes, the incident has happened at around 8:30 there, and so far the reports we're getting from the residents unconfirmed is that 8 people have been so far injured and 3 of them in critical condition. Back to Trevor.
Do we know of any arrests?
Currently, from the police side, no arrest because the time frame, but we will be keeping you posted in terms of the arrest. But looking at the security situation and what Wakali Kwanza and Wakali these two criminal gangs operate mostly in Kisauni constituency, and that tells you how they do operate, and this is one of the areas that many say that the presence of Wakali Kwanza and Wakali is a challenge, not only to the residents, but to the police. How they operate is also a challenge.
All right, thanks, Francis. That's Francis Mtalaki speaking to us on phone from Mombasa. Details are still very scanty. What we know so far is the group, a criminal gang called Wakali Kwanza, have attacked people in the Bamburi area. They're between 30 to 50 people. They were armed with machetes. There's a heavy deployment of police officers there. There were gunshots earlier on. The police are advising residents to stay indoors.